Superstar J, taking over the airwaves.
On Shade 45, Sirius Satellite Radio.
You know what it is, Superstar J, VIP Saturdays. Got one of the females in the building. I'm very proud of her. One thing about Chinese Kitty, she always listens. When I first met her, I met her a couple of times, but she's family, and she always soaked in the jewels, and she's where she's at now, and I'm so proud of her. Chinese Kitty, what's up?
Oh, what's up? I appreciate that.
Now, me and Charlie was talking, right? And I feel that you've got so much better in music.
Mm-hmm.
So much from where you were at before to now. It's like you worked so hard. You perfected your flow. You're killing the records. The project is crazy. What made you work harder, or when did you just sit there like, yo, I gotta perfect this motherfucking shit?
I would say the pandemic happened, and right before the pandemic, I was at a point where I didn't drop no music in like a year, because I had dropped the first little mixtape that I did, a couple songs, and that's when I was kind of getting my foot in the door, whatever. And then I finally did not finally, but I did the Thought Box thing, and I felt like that was so big for me. That was like my first big thing, like first big, stepping stool, whatever. So then after that, I was just like, what, now it's time to throw some music out. And it's crazy because then we got on lockdown with the whole Corona, this and the third. And I had nothing but time to just literally sit in the studio. Like my manager, Rhetoric had a studio in the bottom of his building. And me and my team would go in there every single day. And at first we was just making music, regular music, this and the third, whatever. But then after a while, I was just like, we have so many songs. Like, it's really now time to like narrow down those perfect, like, those narrow down the perfect songs that I felt like could make a project. And at first I was like, yeah, whatever. But then I got to a point I was just like, yo, when this pandemic is over, I'm really ready to show people. Like, I sat there and I worked and created and processed and like just worked on my new project. And yeah, I don't know. I just feel like me just sitting down in the studio so much just changed everything. Like, yeah.
So we were talking about your growth, and I remember going to one of your first performances, I've ever been to, which was at SOBs in the city. It was like an all-female contest. I don't know if it was a contest, it was just all females performing, but you lit the stage up. Like, it was you right before Dream. And I was just like, this is not the same Chinese Kitty, Miss Meow Meow, that I saw on Love and Hip Hop. So I want to talk about the difference from like your stage presence, where being on the reality versus being the rapper. Like, what's the difference?
I feel like I've never been one of those people that could fake my lifestyle. So I'm just like, TV, it just wasn't me. I couldn't be my natural self. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like I was being forced to be something that I'm not. So I'm over here trying to be this personality that's just not me. Music and stage and this and that is me. Like, I could actually come alive and feel like me. So I feel like people kind of like they put two and two next to each other. Like, well, how is she like this on the show, and how is she like this as an artist? Because that never was me from the beginning. You know what I'm saying? It's something that, me and my mom, she wanted to do it. At the time I was bartending. I didn't really know what my next step was in life. And I maybe thought TV might have helped me get my foot in the door, this and the third. But yeah, it ain't me. But music.
It definitely made a day for you and your mom, though, because y'all was that tag team daughter and mother and daughter.
Yes.
Getting at them girls.
Let's get into the record that even Chinese Kitty said they was like, she ain't playing. And
yes.
Shout out to Hitmaker. Introduce that record.
Thought Box was my first real record, I could say, from a big major producer, and any other features. Like, for me, I didn't have no features. I didn't have nothing. So to be on a song with Young and May and Dreezy and, Mulatto and Dream Doll, we were all still kind of on the grind at the time. It just was, especially working with Hitmaker, that definitely, I felt like, changed a lot for me.
Well, let's get into it. Thought Box, you know what it is. You know what it is, Superstar J VIP Saturdays. Got my sister in the building, Chinese Kitty. Now, this project, you know, I came to the listening party. It was out of control. You had Future in there. You had Who Kid, acting crazy. You had every big DJ in there. How did that feel to get that, you know, that much love, especially still pandemic and people still picking and choosing where they want to go? That joint was packed out.
It was. I'm not gonna lie. I was on my high horse. Like I was feeling like, whoa, this is unexpected. Like, and it wasn't forced. It wasn't like, yo, bro, can you pop out? It was literally just like, yo, I'm having the album release party. My manager sent out the invites and people just popped up, and that feeling was beautiful. To be honest, it was amazing.
Man, my record's, man, Lit Bitch. I'm playing that on the radio right now.
Yes.
Talk about it.
Fabio, you know, free Fabio. Well, Fabio, you know, he's not known to really get lyrical. He went, you know what I mean?
He went off.
You know,
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And I was like, wow, you know, French is gonna give you what you need. Did you put that record together?
I did. I literally only did. I cut my verse, and Fabio is literally like kind of like a brother because we had mutual friends and he was talking to somebody. I was cool with her, whatever. And it's so funny because I had created the song while she was in the studio, and she FaceTimed him and she was like, yo, you gotta hop on this. I was like, bro, you gotta hop on it. And at the time I was just freewheeling the record, like whatever. It was what it was. And he actually heard it. He was like, yo, that's hard, sis. I'm gonna hop on it. We went to the studio and we just was vibing. Like he literally did that shit in 10 minutes. And I always say this with my team too. I'd be like, to be honest, and I know I might sound a little crazy, but that is my favorite verse from Fabio. Not just because it's my song, because I honestly feel like he put mad energy into that. And then after he hopped on it, I had started working with my new management, which also managed French. And you know, working with him and me knowing French and working with my new management, I played them the song and then they played him the song. And he was like, this is dope. And, you know, him knowing me, he was like, I'm hopping on this because, you know, I want to be a part of the project. I want to help your process. I want to help you grow. And so, I don't know, he just hopped on it. And yeah, it is what it is. I'm hyped.
So we're talking about it's an album, or is this just like a EP, like a project?
My whole album is out.
That's a goddamn album.
Yes. So
all them damn good records. Well, introduce that record, Lit Bitch.
This is my new song, Lit Bitch, featuring Fabio Foreign and French Montana.
Let's get it. Chinese Kitty is still here. Kitty, do you got like a slogan? Like, you know what I mean? I don't know. Like,
meow, meow, meow.
On every record.
Man, I'm also, you know, respecting, you know, the family's getting into it. And I see you supporting your brother.
Mm-hmm.
He's doing music. Did you influence everybody to get in the music game now?
I definitely did. I'm not gonna lie though, we've always been musically inclined. I can't even say that. Let me take that back. My dad has been in the industry for a long time. You know, Nikki and everybody's always been shouting out his name. So I feel like I was always influenced by that some way, somehow. My mom used to work in the stores. She used to deal with a lot of artists. So I feel like me now, it just kind of paved the way for me to just be like, I know what to do. I know the ins and outs, and like, you know, everything is a process, but I felt like that helped me kick my feet in the door. But yeah, I also feel like, you know, it's easier for my brother to sing in this and a third, because whatever mistakes I make in the industry or what I learn, he's gonna learn easier. You know what I'm saying? So
has it, you know, shout out to your father. I know him, real good friend of mine. Has he ever influenced you, like, or like, yo, because he's a real serious guy. So you know what I mean?
My dad is definitely a part of my music every step of the way. He is very proud of me. We have these talks. I literally just got off the phone with him earlier. He was like, "What's up? Did we hit 1 million views yet? What we got going on? Did we get the $100 million deal?" Like, he's definitely in a part of my life, and yeah.
Daddy's girl. Well, let's get into a record, right? and you pick it. I like Top Bitch. I like the females.
I like Top Bitch with
females connecting. And I told you we got a couple of I told Rhetoric we was gonna do a Zoom with all the DJs, my union guys, and they like all waiting. So I'm gonna just add Charlie gonna ask this last question, then we're gonna get into the record.
Thank you. I wanted to ask, because we so New York, why SMD from a female?
I mean, I just felt like I just had so many people just, her music's trash, or she not gonna really do nothing, or she's too pretty to make real raw music, or just too many naysayers. It ain't even just specific things that people said. Just I had so much negative hate, and yes, I'm from New York, so I felt like, the energy we bring when somebody's mad disrespectful, we got to be disrespectful back. And I felt like I went through so much of people disrespecting me too long, and I knew I was going to bring heat. I felt like the proper name had to be of the sort of suck my dick. I just had to do it. So, yeah.
I felt that with my whole chest.
Chinese, Kitty, I didn't even know that was the name. Like, I thought it was something else. So thanks for putting me on. Get to this record. You name a record off SMD, now that I know what it means. One of your favorite records.
I like, my favorite song off the project is Lavish, because I was really spitting. I really was talking about everything that's going on in my life. So
well, let's get it. You know what it is. VIP.